Church on Side. I'm Azumi, a second-year student at university. Thank you. I'm a very normal 20-year-old who works hard on studies and part-time jobs, but there's one thing that bothers me. That's the fact that I never had a boyfriend. I thought that once I get to university, I'll have a glamorous campus life, so I tried my best on the entrance exams, but this is strange. Why are there so many couples? People say campus life is rose-colored. I thought it'd be easy getting one or two boyfriends, but that's because you don't take any action. Wow, Akane, can you not read my mind out of the blue like that? It's all written on your face. This girl's Akane. Azumi, you're so easy to read. She's a classmate who is in the same department. Take action. What do you mean specifically? Well, join a group date or something. No, that kind of thing is expensive and I can't drink, so I feel like I'm missing out somehow. It's a waste of money. You look sour even at drinking parties for your club or department after all. Back to the group date. Weren't you on a losing streak? You're right, but what are you grinning for? Of course I am, because I finally got a boyfriend. No way! Are we schoolmates who are single? Sorry. How did you make one? Well, listen, we met at a museum. What? Museum? I went there with a friend who majored in archaeology. And I dropped my handkerchief there.
You dropped it.
Oh, thank you.
Here.
Thank you. He was so nice. I wish someone like that was my boyfriend. And after that, I bumped into him many times at museum and we became closer. It's not a manga, but it's true, so it can't be helped. You should go to the museum too, Azumi. I think they're having an exhibition of earthenwares of the world right now. Huh? I don't know much about archaeology, so I'd have to go to an earthenware exhibition. There's an entrance fee too, isn't there? Yeah, but why would I go to exhibition? I'm not interested in just to meet guys. That's rude to the other people. Fine. I'm not that shameless. I've come. I've fallen. Should I just drop my handkerchief? You dropped it. What? This. Oh, thank you. I'll try again.
You dropped it.
Thank you.
You dropped it.
You dropped it.
You dropped it. Oh, we meet again.
Oh, you're right. I'm so clumsy. Only women pick it up. Is it because I come on Ladies' Day to save on entrance fees? There's only women around. Maybe I should give up and go home. No, if I go home now, it'll be a waste. Even though it's Ladies' Day, I paid 1,000 yen already. I need to at least look at all the exhibition to get my money's worth. There's quite a lot being exhibited. Looking at the exhibition once again, there are so many variations in terms of both region and era. I wonder if it's to enjoy the differences. This is from Japan and this is the continent. Even though pottery is from a long time ago, its patterns are quite different. That means each culture has already developed its own unique cultural concepts. I see. The appearance of earthenware was the first time that humans applied scientific changes to materials. I see. That's pretty interesting. I like the pattern of this one. It looks like a blazing flame. Paintings are nice too, but there is definitely a strength that only exists in a three-dimensional design. Even after 2 hours, I was still at the museum. First I looked at the earthenwares, then I read the explanation carefully. Then I looked at the earthenwares again. As I accumulated knowledge, the earthenware showed me a rich depth. Each earthenware has a cause and effect that led to the creation. The designs contain civilization itself. Wow!
Thank you very much for coming in today. There are only 10 minutes left until closing time. Please make sure you don't forget anything.
What? It's already this late? But there's still some things I want to see. Maybe I should come tomorrow too. Now that I think about it, I haven't even met a guy yet. Since that day, I went to the museum almost every day. Hey, Azumi, are you free? Sorry, I have something to do. Every time I visit, I discover something new. I see. And on my third visit, I already forgotten to drop my handkerchief. A month later. That design has that kind of religious meaning. Even after the earthenware exhibition was over, my enthusiasm never subsided because I want to research things I'm into thoroughly. I'm a so-called otaku. Although the last exhibition had a lot of variation, I couldn't dig deep enough into each period in history. As if to fill that gap, I frequently visit the library. In the university lectures I started attending, I learned a lot of general knowledge about earthenware. It didn't count as credits for graduation, but that didn't matter. This lecture was really good.
I've seen you before.
What? Oh, you picked up my handkerchief twice. Her name was Sasuji-san.
Let's go together.
What? Coincidentally, she was the one who took Akane to the museum.
I see. So Azumi-san was there to meet a man.
It's a shame.
So this lecture was a required subject?
No. I got hooked on earthenware at the exhibition, and this lecture is not related to my credits, but I was very interested in it. There are people like Sasuji-san who are just enjoying it. I'm sorry about that.
No, whatever your motive, I'm glad you got into the world of earthenware. By the way, what's your type for earthenware, Azumi-san?
Type? Does she mean what kind of earthenware I like? Let's see. I like a wide range of flame shade earthenware. The powerful design is irresistible, even in modern times.
I understand! It's new, isn't it? It has a pioneering feel and it's very stylish. There's also a theory that was influenced by the Daiki-style earthenware of the Tohoku region. It feels like a sudden design born from the inspiration of a single person. And you can see the passionate but lonely genius of the designer. And it contains a sense of sacredness in its multifaceted nature. If we're going to the movies together, I want a guy like the flame-shaped earthenware. On top of that, I also have feelings for the crown-shaped earthenware, so I want to be caught between the two of them.
She's a real otaku. I see, her eyes are burning with passion.
By the way, what kind of earthenware would you date? The flame-shaped one?
What? Oh, I've never thought of that. Is Sasuji-san the type who enjoys personifying earthenware as a man? Well, looks like she's gonna do a love drum with her earthenware form. I'm finally free. I like earthenware, but I wouldn't personify it as a man. Earthenware and men are different. Even if there's love, it's not the same. I haven't given up on my rose-colored campus life yet. For example, if there's someone who would like to go to a museum together, I want someone who's intelligent, but something who has a fierce passion hidden inside. In that sense, I guess I'd like someone like the Kofu Basin's water sprays pattern earthenware, which is also a form that seems to be made up of cold running water that's been crushed and scattered. What am I thinking? This isn't good. I'm being influenced by Sasuji-san. That shape of the earthenware expresses a hidden strength. And a few years later...
Today's a really amazing day. It's a really happy day. I'm glad I'm able to celebrate it with you.
Me too.
It's beautiful.
That's an exaggeration.
It's not! It's the first publication release date of Azumi-sensei's earthenware! Water spray pattern darling! It's a really beautiful cover!
Thanks. I never did get to meet the real darling, though.
I really respect you. See? Look at this review! A powerful work that reconstructs the profound historical background of the patterns on earthenware as a bittersweet love story. They're all words of praise. I respect you so much.
Right. The fantasy stories I was posting on social media have been accepted so widely. I'm very proud. After meeting Sasuji-san, I became addicted to the personification of earthenware. I want someone to understand how I feel. My drawings were not very good, but I wanted someone to see it, so I secretly uploaded it to social media. Then it was surprisingly well received, and I even received some positive comments, which really sparked my creative drive. I want to see more. Are there other characters? The setting is interesting. Pleased with this, I changed my major to archaeology and began to study earthenware in greater depth.
You draw this, Azumi-san? Wow, you captured the characteristics of each of the earthenware.
Is that so?
If that's the case,
what?
Why don't you just turn into a manga? It'll be a hit.
What? I've never even written manga before. Should I get this? How do I draw? What is this? My trait of going deep on one thing worked out and the number of views increased as the character worked in a positive direction. After training a few times, I was contacted by a publishing company.
Would you like to try serializing your manga on our app?
What? After that, before I knew it, I was offered a serialization. As I became busy drawing manga, I didn't look for a job and just kept drawing manga about earthenware. And now my long-awaited manga is going to be released. It's been a long ride. I couldn't keep up with the work of my own, so I ended up hiring an assistant in Nakamatsu. 1 more hour!
Yes!
And somehow I was able to make a living drawing manga. I can draw the earthenware I love so much and make a living from it. How happy I am. But during the years I've been drawing manga, Akane got married to a senior from our school days. Yay! And Sasuji-san said she started going out with a guy at work who likes earthenware.
That's a profound artistic perspective.
Why am I still single?
I'm a very proud assistant because your work is selling well. See? You even got this much fan mail! Even though it's a story about an unrealistic personification, it's combined with a love story that's been drawn to the very end. And it really feels like a fusion of reality and fantasy. I'm sure the meticulousness of the depiction is backed up by the author's own profound love life. What's wrong? Did I read a hate comment?
The text was more accurate in getting to the heart of my feelings than some hearts.
There's something like this, too. I really enjoy reading your manga. By the way, what kind of earthenware would you like to go out with? I've recently come back to the human-shaped earthenware.
That fan letter must be from Sasuji-san. What, your boyfriend is a human-shaped earthenware? Ugh, because I'm so frustrated, I think I'll write a story about a human-shaped earthenware vessel having an affair in the next installment.
You shouldn't do things like that. I've been studying earthenware since I started working as your assistant, but I can't tell the difference between human-shaped earthenware at all.
That's because you don't have enough love. Treat the earthenware with love. Feel the weight of history and culture in each line of the pattern.
I see.
It's so sad. Even though we both like earthenware, one has a boyfriend who understands her. Well, I've never had a boyfriend in my life. Where did I go wrong? Darn. Akamatsu,
Yes?
we're going to a museum nearby tomorrow.
What? How come?
So look for material. There's an earthenware exhibition. I'll take this opportunity to hammer home to you once again the wonders of earthenware.
Does that mean it's just you and me going?
That's right. Who else is there? Akamatsu is a little younger than me, but he's a guy after all. Scrape the fact that I went to the museum with the guy and use it as food for your soul. How sad.
I see. Well then, I'm gonna leave today and go shopping for a bit.
What? Why? We're not going to a fancy restaurant. There's no need to dress up.
Even if you ask why?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm going on a date with Azumi-sensei, whom I admire. I've gotta dress up for this!
One day without any excuse like collecting material. I want to go on a pure museum date with a gentleman. The following week.
The human body-shaped earthenware is having an affair! No!
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。男性には出会えなかったものの、きっかけはどうであれ、ここまで熱中できるものに出会えることなんてそうそうないでしょうからね。無関心だった土器の世界にはまって、それに関連したものを職業にするなんて、人生何があるかわからないものですね。それにしても、一つのことにのめり込み続けることってなかなかできることではないです。これもある意味才能ですから誇っていいことですよね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでも面白いと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。